Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Appreciate you coming out. I had mentioned in a previous video, my scrapper said he had 3 units for me. He said 2 are Craftsman and one is like a unit I gave you before, and I think he meant this Craftsman here. I thought it might have been a Hyper Tough, but I gave 10 each for them, and I've got production dates on these. This one here has a bag. I put it on myself. That was from another scrapper. It fits this. So I've got 2 of these other type standard pushers with bags, and I'm listing them for $150. I'm going to try to hurry up and see if we can get this thing going. This is a gem, this Craftsman in the middle, and I'm not sure about this standard pusher. So let's look at this Craftsman here. It's a 2019. Front wheel's dragging here, so I gotta try to get that off. Hopefully the bushing comes out with the wheel, and I gotta grease up the wheels. It's an automatic choke, no filter and no cover. It's the M110 on this 2019. As you can see, it's pounding manhole covers. It's pretty low to the ground. So I've got Happy Juice here. Let me see if we can get this thing to fire off, maybe on its own. I kind of looked at the blade on this one, and it was kind of beat up. Blade was all nicked and flat. So in this deal, he did give me a bag for it, and I think the bag goes to this Craftsman here in the middle. Actually, he gave me a second bag. I'm not sure where I set it down, but this dust blocker I had gotten before. I just wanted to see if it would fit this new style deck. Yeah, this Craftsman bag actually fits this older 2007. So we're really doing well here with bags. People want bags. They want to bag the clippings. Okay, so I gave it a good shot of juice. We should have probably took a fuel sample, but I don't want to spend too much time with you kids and cadets today. I'm tired of you. No, really, I've got people coming out. I want to try to fix a couple of mowers before they show up, just to give them more choices. I've got a few time wasters. I've had several people that message me on one machine. I say I got it, and then they message me on another one. They don't realize I've got like 12 machines listed, and they just keep going down the list. And they'll offer 100. I just had a girl message me a similar machine. I had it for 150. She says, I'll take it today for 100 cash. And I thought to myself, of course you would take it for 100 cash. Anybody would. So I says, no, I can't go that low. So she dumps that ad, and she just moves on to the next ad and asks if I've got it. I guess people don't look at who the seller is. Okay, so this has got potential. This one here fired off and stalled. That means we need a carb clean. Probably a bunch of whatever could have gotten pulled into the carburetor here with no filter and no cover, so I'm not surprised. We'll throw another blade on this, another 21-inch blade. I had looked at oil. Oil was at the right level on this. And yeah, this is the wheel right here. I can't even budge it. So I'm going to try my 50/50 acetone ATF. So this thing was sitting in some rainwater possibly, and then the bushing rusted to the shaft, which I've discussed before, and how to get these things off. So let's move down the line to this 2007. I got you here under the canopy, my 10 by 10 canopy. Keep you cool while I roast. So after the hurricane, I put up another canopy with a different tarp. I had taken it down during the storm so it wouldn't blow away. This is oil saturated. If you can see the pleats, let's see why. You can see the deck here is full of oil. We got an oil leak of some sort. We don't have an oil leak. We have an overfillage of oil. The holes here for the dipstick and the oils up to right there. So too much oil from there to there. So that's why it's saturated and poured out of the intake here. We got to pour some oil off. I'm going to bring you down and show you how unused this machine is. Look at this plastic. Stickers in great shape, no scuffs or marks. You still got the little tread hanging on things here. The tread doodads on the front wheel drive. So this thing hasn't been used for an 07. This thing is in awesome shape. Rear wheels, same thing. You got the rubber doodads still on the tread. So this is a showroom Craftsman right here. Once I degrease it, this thing's gonna shine like a Lawrence Carroll special. So last but not least, another 2007. We got a couple of 07s here. So I kind of peeked in the tank on this one, the metal tank, and it looks like there's some doo-doo in the tank, missing the flap here. Let me see what the filter looks like. Oh, we got FedEx ground across the street. My buddy, he had delivered a couple of mowers, new mowers for me. He thinks I got too many mowers. Okay, what's this thing look like? Oh, more oil saturation here. This is all saturated. And the intake is saturated. You can see the oil here under the tank right there. Let's see what the dipstick looks like. He might have had this machine on its side. I don't have a rag. I got to use my shirt. So two of the machines that are 07s are overfilled. You could see the oil up to the F. That's not your mark. Your mark is down here. So two overfillage. You could see all the oil there on the top of the deck where it poured out. So I'm probably not going to mess with these two until I drain oil off. I don't want to start them and make more of a mess than what's already here. This happens to be an MTD built machine, the 11 Alpha 084 Echo 029 on this 22-inch yard machine. I'll give you this crafty number on the 07675. The model number is 917.376450, and I've never had one of these high tunnel styles, like I said, in this good a condition. So I should call Craftsman and ask them if they wanted a museum, but too bad they're out of business. I think you can still get the crafty stuff at Home Depot, Ace Hardware. I think they carry crafty stuff. Anyway, that was my 3 for 30. I'm going to go to town on this, do the carb, and then I'll have 3 lined up with bags, standard pushers with bags. I got them at 150 each, and I've been getting some messages on them, but nobody wants to cough up 150. They want them for 100 like this girl does, or did. So after a while, when they message 3 or 4 mowers of mine and it's the same deal, I just stop responding. I try to accommodate. I even sent her a message. I can't do 150, but I have several standard pushers with no bags for 100 on up. And she went silent. I guess she wants top of the line for 100. A 20-inch baby cut is something she's not interested in. Anyway, tip your waitress and wait staff. That's my story for today. Keep plowing. I may try to mess with these two and see what we can do. So, like I said, I met the scrapper about halfway, and then he called me after I left him and said, hey, I just started my rounds. There's a riding lawnmower out here on the first street I came to. He told me the street and the street number, so I came home, hooked up the trailer, and scooted out there. So I'll do a video on that next. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I think it's going to need a little more work than I want to devote to it. I want to try to blow out these first before I mess with the rider. So I gave him a bird dog fee or a finder's fee, however you want to say it. I gave him $20 and he ended up circling back around and met me there and helped me push it on the trailer. It had one dead wheel that was flat. The other 3 held air. So I'll show you that one next. Just briefly, maybe throw a battery on it. Battery looked like it was several years old. The labeling was peeling off. So anywho, appreciate you guys. And if you're out and about today, don't forget your waitress and wait staff. They're very nice and they would really like a generous tip if they do a good job. Hopefully they do and they're not slacking. You got to do a good job to get good tips. Okay, have a good day. Thanks again.